King of Cups. Nothing wrong with being very pleased except for displaying it to cause jealousy. Take nothing for granted, not even yourself. The King of Cups is one of the most influential cards in the suit of cups. He represents creativity, emotion, and the unconscious. The card shows the ability to prevent one's emotions and be fully in charge of your feelings and impulses. Therefore, the King of Cups represents a balance between the intellect and emotions. He indicates that there is a strong relationship between understanding and feeling. When you have balanced your emotions and are able to control them, it means that you have a deeper knowledge and awareness of yourself. When you are faced with challenges that would normally throw you off balance, the King of Cups is there to remind you that you should act as he does. Do not fly out in a rage or immediately throw yourself into despair. You first need to temper the state of your emotions so that you can progress forward in reality. Learn to evaluate yourself so as to determine how you can create a stronger awareness of your own internal state. There are instances when the King of Cups can symbolize an older male who is in your life. This is a mature man who is willing to take responsibility for his actions and has mastered his own self-understanding. The King of Cups tends to be political and diplomatic, and this makes it possible for him to balance the needs of others and enhance the harmony among all parties involved. The King of Cups shows that you are sensitive as a leader and you are careful with the way others respond to your emotional needs. The King of Cups implies that you should remain mature when dealing with negative energy. Queen of Cups. Stuck in obsession, what the feelings use to trap the mind and vice versa. It is not worth it. We can understand the meaning of the Queen of Cups from taking a closer look at the woman in image. She is seen as compassionate, caring, sensitive, and nurturing. She connects with people on the emotional level, so people enjoy her honesty and fairness. The appearance of the Queen of Cups in a reading can be guiding you to find help from others. Most times, like the other queens, this is a female figure that will come into your life. The Queen of Cups has an intuition which is very powerful and is only matched by the one of the High Priestess. The Queen of Cups acts as a mirror and reflects the depths present in others, so they see themselves in a new light. Most times, the Queen of Cups can also represent the trusted inner voice you have within you. She seems to say that you should take the time to focus on your emotional health before trying to help others. Self-love creates compassion. The Queen of Cups can also reflect your relationships with other people. You may be the emotionally strong rock that serves as an anchor for someone else. You may be here to help teach and support others using your intuition instead of logic. The Queen of Cups normally thinks with her heart instead of her mind. She can lack rationality and common sense, but she can also be intuitive, dreamy, and almost psychic at times. The Queen of Cups could be the answer to your problems when a logical approach is not working. Knight of Cups. Pride makes lousy armor, but we are all even more vulnerable without it. Make sure you do something to be proud of. The truth is that the Knight of Cups is the most feminine amongst all the Knight cards. It is important to note though that this doesn't even slightly suggest that he is any less of a worthy knight. It implies that he is in proper touch with his emotions and his intuition, and that he uses them for his own well-being and during his many romance and seduction quests. He is usually quite attractive and charming to others, regardless of their gender. When faced with an actual decision, the Knight of Cups is going to listen to his heart, regardless of whether this is actually a logical choice or not. He can also manifest as an event or a person in your life or a part of your own self. He appears as a messenger, and with him, he carries an invitation or an arrival of something or someone which is going to have a certain emotional benefit for you. As a knight, he is also charged with taking the gifts of his suit and bringing it outward into the world. He therefore can also represent the undertaking of some project with significant emotional or creative value for you. Page of Cups. The twist of it all, funny or sad, when looked at with open eyes, anything is amusing. Expect to be surprised. One of the most important meanings within the Page of Cups is that you should be open to new ideas, especially ones that stem from intuitive inspiration. The card seems to state that such inspiration should be embraced, despite it being something that you may not expect. It could lead you to adventure and open many doors. If it is a calling of a creative nature, for example, one to get into music or art, there is a special strong push for this card to go for it. When you are being faced by difficult situations and you have stopped chasing your dreams, the Page of Cups seems to say that you should tackle the issue from a totally different perspective. It symbolizes persistence, as this is the only way that you can make your dreams come true. Listen to your intuition, follow your calling, and believe everything is possible. For those that are afraid to reveal their emotions, the Page of Cups could mean that it is time to release and show those emotions. The creative you and the emotional you should both be expressed, no matter how insignificant they may seem. In most cases, some people cannot express themselves as they want to protect their ego. The Page of Cups indicates that it is alright to have a new beginning, to welcome the real you. Ace of Cups. The ace is an exclamation mark. Now, it is all about feeling comfort in a time of sadness. Bliss is around the corner. Getting the Ace of Cups shows that it is time to let loose of whatever emotional baggage you have and start living your life to the fullest. Like with all the other aces, there is a new beginning that is indicated here, a chance to start fresh. It might come in the form of opening yourself up to the possibilities of new relationships, romantic or otherwise, that have the ability to make you emotionally fulfilled. The release indicated by this card may either be spiritual or emotional, depending on what you are going through. The Ace of Cups may come to a reading after a long period of being lonely or enduring something that deeply hurt you emotionally, and its appearance may be there to announce the turning over a new leaf. It is important for one to open themselves to more opportunities for friendships, love, and spiritual learnings. There is a chance now to put your past behind you, for you are being offered the gifts of the cups. It is up to you whether you take the cup and drink to the fullest. Two of Cups. Partners, companions, lovers. Whatever the bond, there is great pleasure in sharing with another. To see the Two of Cups is an indication of a partnership that is built on the union of forces, a strong connection, and a balanced and equal partnership. The exchange of cups suggests that each party's emotions are connected with the others, and each participant's feelings have heartfelt effects on the other. A strong pair is indicated here, the joy of two becoming one. When it comes to work, you may notice that the people around you will start to appreciate you more. There is a mutual respect here, meaning you will also be more comfortable in your workplace. If you are looking for new job opportunities, this card may be a good sign. In terms of love, the card represents commitment, a balanced relationship, and love. But this does not simply mean that you will no longer need to take care of your love to make it last. The card only signifies that true love and affection is present. In your finances, the Two of Cups is associated with fairness and balance. This means that you are currently financially capable and you have the right amount of money to deal with your obligations. In relation to your health, people who are currently facing some health issues need to look for a practitioner that they will be comfortable working with and whom they can trust. In spirituality, it is a call for you to be more adorable and loving towards the others. You are receiving positive energy from the universe and you need to share that energy. Three of Cups, celebration in the cheerful company of dear friends, a time to remember. The meaning behind the Three of Cups represents a period of happiness. You will be able to forget the worries of your daily life and spend quality time with family and friends. To see the Three of Cups can indicate a happy reunion with a long-lost friend, relative, or loved one. It can also mean a celebration, whether it is your own or for someone who you love. The event can be a birthday, wedding, or any other happy occasion. In general, it is about spending quality time with people you cherish in your life. The three maidens represent your circle of friends who you turn to for love, compassion, and support when you need them the most. It can be old college buddies, colleagues at work, or people you have shared a special bond over the years. If you have had problems with your social life, this card can signal the end of those hardships. You will be able to resolve differences and learn how to deal with the problem. Four of Cups, dissatisfaction. When you've had enough, what can pleasure you next? The question that brings on melancholia. The Four of Cups tend to appear when you are feeling discouraged and unmotivated. You may feel as if there is no solution or way forward in your situation. Life has become slow and nothing seems to make you happy or passionate. You are feeling uninterested regardless of what happens, whether the day is good or bad, none of it matters to you. The Four of Cups commands a self-evaluation of your attitude so that you can pull yourself out of this boring routine. The solution is likely right in front of you. The hand is offering you a way out, but you release yourself out of your mental stubbornness and use new approach. You must search your motives, instincts, and thoughts so that you can find your passion again. The Four of Cups revolves around finding your true interests and working towards fulfilling them. Our lives are short and sometimes monotonous, but we must create meaning for ourselves. Our individual callings are not just there for us to find, but to decide and to imagine. Five of Cups, despair. Life lost its taste. There is no remedy against darkness but accepting it. It will end eventually. The Five of Cups symbolizes disappointment and the feelings that come when things go differently as you expected. You are feeling unhappy that a certain situation hasn't really turned out the way you have hoped it would. Instead of moving towards a more positive perspective, this card seems to say that you are living in the past, causing feelings of self-pity and regret. The water, which is actually spilled from the cups, shows that you might have missed an opportunity. It also shows that the problems is mostly emotional and not material or financial. The meaning of the Five of Cups shows that you may have certain issues, letting go of things which are in the past. What is more, it also shows that you are unwilling to learn from mistakes that you have already committed. The card is often going to reflect a person who is so caught up in his past that he is absolutely incapable of moving on. This means that he has a high chance of missing out on what new joys that the future can bring. Six of Cups, joy and childish happiness. Nothing seems complicated, no threats are approaching. Cherish the moment. The Six of Cups generally represents generosity, innocent happiness, and childhood. It can stand for you wanting to return to a happier time, whether it was when you were a child, teenager, or young adult. Many times, these memories are things of the past, which reflect the aspects of ourselves that have disappeared. You may feel that remembering these times is the only way to feel happy. The Six of Cups appearing in a reading seems to indicate that while we may look upon the past with a happy eye, we must avoid living in it. The Six of Cups can also mean that you will be returning to a familiar place. This could be your hometown, an old friend's home, a school, or any place that holds a lot of meaning for you. You are seeking to reconnect with people from your past. Bringing back old memories reminds us of our childhood, a time when things were simpler. Coming after the Five of Cups, this card can also suggest that you may have suffered a loss or disappointment of sorts, and you are making the journey home. You are looking to the past to find the answer to the crisis or challenge that you are facing now. You may be seeking the comfort and warmth of people that unconditionally love you, gathering strength to face the trials that are in front of you. Seven of Cups. How to resist temptation. How to quiet the burning desire for everything in the world. That which you want is an optical illusion. To draw the Seven of Cups in a reading shows that you need to clearly see the shadows and visions in your imagination, not only in your dreams but also in the real world. You should be careful of wishful thinking and be alert of the choices that you make. In one sense, the Seven of Cups indicates that you are a dreamer who is both excited and afraid of the things that you see in your unconscious. In another, the Seven of Cups is a reminder that although it is good to have dreams and wishes, it is even better to take action attaining those dreams. At one point in life, you will need to stop fantasizing and face the reality of life. If you are unable to make a decision due to the many options that are available, you should evaluate the advantages and disadvantages of each option so as to make the best choice. It is important to exercise caution when you are making your decision, as the card itself seems to show there is not only wonders and treasures that are available to you, but also monsters and shadows. There are some cases when the Seven of Cups may show that you are living in ways that are not necessarily grounded in real life, that your actions are guided by illusions that you feed yourself. Your ideas may be so up in the clouds, developed only on your imagination. As such, you will need to separate what is real and what is not so that you can make better choices. The Seven of Cups is also linked with temptation. Eight of Cups. Turning away in disgust from having discovered that what seemed so sweet had a bitter aftertaste, but it brings maturity. The Eight of Cups signifies time for change or transition by means of walking away from something. Just like a caterpillar has to die before transforming into a beautiful butterfly, we all need to transform ourselves in our lives from time to time. This is the case especially after being tired of living what was the day-to-day and starting on a journey that will help one to have a deeper understanding about life in general. This card shows that you are disappointed with your life and need to experience a higher purpose in life. You may have been exploring your options, playing about from one choice to another, tasting the wine in each cup as a means to sort out what it is that you really want with your life. You are now experiencing a feeling of exhaustion and are coming to a realization that you must step away from what is familiar. It is a choice and a recognition that true happiness will not be found in what you have already created. More often than not, getting the Eight of Cups shows that one is tired of the worldly things and is about to begin on a much more spiritual journey. And if that is the case, then be happy, because change happens when we most need it. Nine of Cups. Gluttony inflates the mind as well as the body. So does complacency, the gluttony of the mind. After a long journey, the Nine of Cups symbolizes the finding of self-satisfaction. The emotional journey of the cups is starting to come to a close after the uncomfortable ups and downs you face in the earlier numbers of this suit. You have struggled to find purpose and joy after loss. You have tasted the different things that life offers, and you have left comfort in order to find greater heights. Here, you have found them, and you are indulging yourself as you celebrate this new stage of your life. When we look at the Nine of Cups, it can initially seem like one of the most pleasant cards that may appear during a reading. This is also referred as the wish card, which means that the things that you desire for or your most perfect dream is bound to happen. The Nine of Cups is normally associated with extreme happiness and satisfaction. With regards to your work, there is a good change that something wonderful will happen in your workplace. It is time for you to push on your suspended project, or if you have something that you desire greatly, there is a possibility that you will finally achieve it. It also holds a positive meaning when it comes to love. Your romantic relationship with someone is destined to reach a new level. In case you are still single, this is the time to socialize with new people. In terms of finances, the Nine of Cups is also a positive messenger. It can mean that the financial state that you are hoping for will soon be achieved. In your health, the test that you have to undergo will lead to positive result. The good energy that you are receiving at the moment should be used to improve your health habits. Ten of Cups, the bliss of accomplishment when benefiting all involved. The reward of the worthy. From its joyful drawing, we can assume that the Ten of Cups embodies happiness, joy, contentment, and emotional satisfaction in your family, relationship, or companion. It represents an ideal state of comfort, harmony, peace, and love, which makes you feel like you are in paradise. This is where all your dreams, wants, needs, and wishes have been fulfilled, and you feel a complete sense of satisfaction. Take a moment and breathe. Look around you and be thankful for all your blessings. This card signifies something that so many of us are searching for. To see the Ten of Cups is to indicate a true emotional fulfillment, one where the lonely self-satisfaction of the Nine of Cups is shared with others to create a true sense of community and family. After learning how to love oneself, the Nine of Cups matured into the Ten of Cups, which at its core about how true happiness stems from building genuine bonds and connections with others. This card is most associated with a sense of happily ever after, of family, of lasting harmony and peace. This is an indication of harmonious family, for the card shows you that you are living in the perfect peace. No more adjustments or shifting is needed. You are in the right. Just relax and enjoy your moment. In a love reading, this card shows that it is romantic, real and genuine, and has a strong potential for something long-term. It deserves all your effort to make it come true. The Ten of Cups could also indicate a family holiday where you can relax and spend time with family members.